Hello, welcome back, welcome back to another video, you guys. My name is Shawn, and welcome back to my channel, Imperfect Shawn. This is a place where people come. If you're not perfect, I'm not perfect, so come on in. I welcome you all. It's been a week. It has been a week, you guys. But I'm happy that I get a couple of days to regroup. Let me tell you about my week. First, let me ask you guys, how are you guys doing? I pray and hope that everybody is doing okay. I hope everybody is taking care of themselves, taking care of their mental health as well as their physical health. It's very important for us to always keep ourselves straight when it comes to mentally and physically and emotionally. So I pray that everybody has been doing well and had a great week. My week wasn't so bad. It's just that this job is really causing me a little bit of stress. I don't like stress. We talked about that in my other video. And I want to talk to you guys about it and see what you guys think. Maybe you guys give me some tips on some things I could do other than prayer. I mean, prayer is my usual go-to anyway. You know, when I'm having challenging times, I usually try to pray and fast and do what I can, you know, to try to get myself back on track. But please, by all means, if you guys have any suggestions, please drop it in the comments. I'm starting to feel, you know, when if anybody here has dealt with anxiety, how my anxiety works when I get overstimulated or overwhelmed, I forget to breathe. And I have a job where I'm working from home, and it's a fairly new job, and it's just a lot of information. I really did think I was going to enjoy this job, but it's always either like a system issue or something going on where it just kind of kicks me back and I can't really get back on track. So I don't know. I'm just having a time with it and praying for patience, but I'm not happy. And so when I'm not happy, it's time to look elsewhere, do something else. Hence the reason why I did start this YouTube channel in hopes of gaining my community and family. I call you guys my family because I have relatives but no family. So I welcome you here, and everybody here is going to be like my family. You know, if you want to be a part of my journey, I'm going to be sharing stories with you guys, and it'll be refreshing to get some of you guys' views on what, you know, maybe some suggestions on what I can do to kind of help me to cope with these things, because it's starting to really get to me, guys. Anxiety. When I get really excited, I get these heart palpitations and I forget to breathe, you know, and so I have to take myself out of that and just remember to breathe and think and focus. But with this type of job that I have, it's very demanding as far as you have to be mentally prepared for a lot of challenging customers and clients. I'll say that. And I've never worked in the industry that I'm in before. I have done the type of work from home customer service before, but it wasn't in this industry. And actually, that was the reason why I quit the previous job, is because it was causing my hair to fall out, as I mentioned in my other video. If you did not watch that, be sure to check it out. You know, stress and anxiety is just something that I've dealt with for a very long time, and I'm not really on any medication anymore. I don't have insurance because the type of job that I have is a contracting job. So on top of that, I deal with other illnesses, as far as like my hypertension and my anemia. I'm anemic, so it doesn't help. On top of that, perimenopause is creeping up on your girl, so I really don't know what to do, guys. This week was challenging, like I said. Basically, I don't know if it's just me not getting it or being so overwhelmed with the information that I can't focus. But I think it's time I might need to think about other options. But it's so hard out here. It is so hard out here to get a job, y'all. Y'all know that, you know. And then I'm 50 years old, you know. Do I really want to be working in a factory, or do I really want to be doing anything manual labor? I really don't. I have 2 degrees. I'm a graduate from Purdue. I'm a Boilermaker. But it's been so long since I've been in school, and honestly, my degree probably doesn't mean anything anymore, because a bachelor's is nothing. You know, associates is nothing. It's just kind of like getting a GED, I would say. So, but no, I don't want to go back to college. Um, I just don't. Anyways, my week was challenging, and on top of that, I have a family member who isn't doing so well. Found out one of my close, and when I say family, guys, this person isn't even really related to me. Remember how I said earlier, you can have relatives, but they not be family? This is one of those family members that aren't related by blood, but this person means a lot to me, and I really have a lot of love for them. So it hurt my feelings to hear about the illness, and so I'm not in the same state. I have no means of getting there right now because I'm in the process of moving as well. So it's been a lot on me. But I'm trying to still be happy and still remember that God doesn't give us the spirit of fear, and he says cast all of your burdens onto him. So that's what I'm trying to do. But as you know, when you're human and you're just trying to make it out here in this world, it could be a lot. So that's what I'm going through. So keep me in your thoughts, guys, as far as my job. I had a customer who pretty much the other day made me feel horrible, you know. And I'm all about kindness and love, and I don't know, I like to think of people, I like to treat people like I want to be treated. You understand? Like, I don't like to talk bad or down to people, because we're all human beings. And this person was just talking to me like I was either their child or I was somebody they just didn't have any respect for. And it was very hard for me, and I was surprised because I usually have thick skin, you know. I've been through enough and a lot. So I have thick skin, but I don't know if it was just me just being over it, you know. Like I said, the crash out is real, you know. I'm just tired, mentally tired, and so I needed a breather. So after hearing about the news from my family, I decided after lunch, I needed to get my thoughts together. I needed to call my family member to see what's going on, what are they going to be doing as far as treatment, and trying to figure out how I'm going to get to see them. So I called off half of the day, and then after that, I didn't even eat yesterday. I was just really overwhelmed with everything. So I've just been going through a lot, and just wanted to hop on here. I always think, like, you know what, maybe my grandmother used to always say, laughter is your best medicine. Well, if I can't laugh, maybe I can at least talk to my family, you know, my virtual family, and get some suggestions from you guys on how I can handle it. Have you guys suffered from the anxiety and also dealing with things on top of that? As you know, when you have anxiety, it's already enough. And then when you're going through other things, a job or moving and finances and all these other things, you know, illnesses in the family, it can just be a lot. What do you guys do? What do you guys do? I pray, and I don't want to crash out. You know, I was in a very dark place a couple months ago. I don't want to go back to that. And God is not going to allow me to go back to that. As long as I try to stay focused on him and focused on the word, and focused on positivity, which I'm trying to do, guys, but it's just hard. So I need you guys to help me. Maybe give me some suggestions on what you do. When everything is piled up on you like this, what do you do? I'm not really big on reading other than the Bible. I've been reading the Bible. But I know some people will say, well, I like to read. I don't really like reading. Um, I don't watch a lot of TV. I do get into documentaries. I like Animal Planet because I'm an animal lover. But I don't know. I just think I just probably just needed to vent to you guys and to get enough off my chest by just coming on here and just venting, because it's really been on my chest. This job, it's been a few months, but it's just not getting better. And I'm really trying to give it my all. I go in with a positive attitude. I try to. And then, something happens as to where it's just not working out, or I just have a crummy day. So we're dealing with that. On top of that, as I stated, I don't have any family support really here where I am. So I don't really talk to very many people. And that's good because I'm an introvert and I really do enjoy being by myself. But sometimes it will be good to talk to someone. So anyways, give me some suggestions, guys. What do you guys do? How do you deal with these adversities, and how do you deal with your stress levels and anxiety? And then that whole, forgetting to breathe thing, I have to get that under control because it causes me to get dizzy and stuff like that. And that's just not cool on top of other issues. So I don't know. I just wanted to get on here and share my little situation and my little brief story with you guys. Hopefully you guys, like I said, are having great days, and I pray that you are. And if you're going through anything like I am, I will keep you in my prayers as I ask you to keep me in your prayers and thoughts as well. But yeah, comment down below. Tell me how you guys deal with anxiety. Tell me, what do you guys do when you conquer these situations, or when you come across these situations and you just don't feel like there's a way out? For those of you who pray, are there certain scriptures that you read? I've really been on a lot of the scriptures in Psalms where it tells you to, be patient, wait on God, be of good courage. He will strengthen your heart. Hope, a lot of prayer and Bible verses on hope, having hope, trust, allowing God to be, your shield and your protector, taking, like I said, cast your burdens onto Him. He tells us to do these things in the Word, and I know, again, these are commandments, and these are things that God tells us to do. These are things that He suggested we do when we go through these things, because He already knew, when He sent His Son here, He knows more so than anyone here, how that feels. He went through it all, so He tells us what to do, but it's just, sometimes it gets so hard, y'all. It really does. But we're going to get through it. We are going to get through it. So, yeah. My weekend, I plan on getting some boxes packed for my move. I'm moving on the 20th of August. So, we still got some time. I'm one of those types of people where I like to get everything together and have it in order, so that when it's time to go, everything will be in its proper place, boxed up. Just take it, and get it out of here and move it on into the new place. So yeah, that's where I'm at. And I wanted to just get on here and chit chat with you guys for a while. Got some hot tamales and my ice, of course. I've been snacking, not really having a real big appetite, but just trying to get my thoughts together. But other than that, I really don't have any plans. I did a couple of Instacarts earlier today because I had the day off. I also went into a temp agency and updated my application and resume with them. I just don't know what to do. A lot of these jobs aren't even, they're not even paying. It's like you're forced to stay at a job where you're not happy and you're underpaid, but you're not happy, and It's really not a lot out here to choose from. But everything will work out. I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful. So hopefully, like I said, you guys are having a great day. I'm going to hop off here, but I'm going to get back on later. Just wanted to chit chat with y'all, say hi, share my thoughts with you guys, and get some opinions on what you guys think. Please be sure to comment, like, comment, subscribe. But if you can do anything, that I would appreciate, just please comment, guys. Give me some suggestions on what you do and things that I can do. And even if you guys go through this, maybe it's just me. I know it's not just me, but maybe I'm just going through. Maybe it's just this whole perimenopause thing. Maybe it's just me being overwhelmed and I need to get a grip. I don't know. I'm just trying, y'all. This has been rough. But as always, I thank you for allowing me to vent. And I would love to hear what you guys think. And I'll probably get back on tomorrow, and we'll discuss some other things that I've been going through all week. It's been a lot, really, but like I said, those two things were the icing on the cake for me. To just kind of had me just like, okay, we got to get it together. We got to get it together. But all right, guys, well, I guess I will talk to you guys later. Thank you, as always. Thank you for coming in and checking in. I really appreciate each and every one of you. Please be sure to subscribe, guys. I'm trying to build up our community so that we can get things off the ground and get things going. I look forward to sharing a lot of my stories with you guys and getting a lot of you guys' opinions on how you deal with your anxieties and, you know, just chit chat and get to know you guys. So be sure to comment, and I will talk to you guys later. I thank you for coming by. If you haven't subscribed, if you are feeling my channel so far, please subscribe and be a part of the journey, my journey, and part of the family. All right, see you guys later. Thank you so much for coming, and I will talk to you another time. See ya. Bye.